Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a lovely holiday doing absolutely nothing, seeing absolutely nobody and going absolutely nowhere. Anyway, let's get on with our music lesson. And as always, we're going to start off with a warm-up. And it's ever so easy. You don't have to remember everything. You just have to do exactly what I do or say exactly what I say. Are you ready? So the first thing you say is boom chicka boom. Boom chicka boom. Boom chicka rocka chicka boom. Aha. Ee-hee. One more time. Say boom chicka boom. Boom chicka boom. Boom chicka rocka chicka boom. Ha-ha. One more time. Say boom chicka boom. Boom chicka boom. Boom chicka rocka chicka boom. Uh-huh. Hee-hee. One more time. Say boom chicka boom. Boom chicka boom. Boom chicka rocka chicka boom. Uh-huh. Hee-hee. One more time. So how did I do it? I said it normally. I whispered. I was quite sad. And then I was quite angry. I wonder if you can think of any other ways which you could use your voice to say that poem. And if you're in school, you could get your friends to copy you in any way you like and see if they can guess what mood you're in. And if you're at home, you might have to get somebody like your mum or your dad or your brothers or your sisters to see if they could do the same with you. It's a great thing. So I'll do one more just so that you've really got the rhyme. Say boom chicka boom. Boom chicka boom. Boom chicka rocka chicka boom. Ha-ha. Hee-hee. One more time. I was quite excited then, wasn't I? So there we go. There's another mood for you. What can you think of to impress your family and friends? Time for your violins now. And we're going to start with a quick warm-up and you're going to play whatever I play. So it's just a simple copycat game. I will give you some clues before we start. I'm only going to play on my A string. Sometimes I won't have my finger on at all, so I'll be playing an A. Sometimes I might put my first finger down, so I'll be playing B. Remember how we work our way up through the alphabet, A, B. Or I might be brave and put my second finger down, close as I possibly can to my B. And what note will that give me? Do you remember? A, B. You simply work your way up the alphabet, so it'll be C. Just like when we've added our second finger to the D string and we've worked our way up the alphabet, D, E, F. Across to the A string, it's A, B, C. The trick is to make sure there's no gap between those two fingers at all. So as long as your first finger's in the right place, if you've got a dot or a line, you just squidge that second finger next to it. I'll keep the bow nice and simple, so all you've got to really focus on is what these fingers are here doing. I'll try and make it really obvious which finger I've got down. Okay, so you ready to copy? Bow on the A string, fingers hovering over the A string, and here's the first one. A, 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 A. B, 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 B. C, 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 C. going to change the bowing, make it a bit harder. How'd you get on? Not too bad? Okay. Now, for the next week and a bit, the idea of our lessons is that you are actually going to take control. You are going to make up your own piece of music. And in the next clip, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about how you're going to do it. So there's a style of music called the blues. And it came about, I don't know, 170 years ago, in the mid-1800s, when black African American slaves would start to sing about their troubles and their woes and their concerns as a way of communicating their problems. And it developed into something that we now know as the 12-bar blues. Now, it's ever so hard for me to explain the 12-bar blues to you, so I want you to do something for me. Here is the name of a man, B.B. King, who is an expert at playing the 12-bar blues. And the piece of music, The Thrill Is Gone, is something I would like you to have a search on YouTube. There are lots of examples of him playing this piece of music. And before we go any further, you need to pause the video and search B.B. King, The Thrill Is Gone, on the computer. I'm not clever enough to put clever links and you just click this and up it pops, I'm afraid. So this is why I've gone back to the old-fashioned way of handwriting it for you to take a look at and see if you can search it. And then when you've done that, come back to me and we'll see what you thought. Well, I'd love to know what you thought. It's quite mournful music, isn't it? And sort of sorrowful, telling these tales of woe. So this 12-bar blues style then is a structured piece of music. That means it's very precise how it's created. We will do some words as well, and I'll talk to you about that towards the end of this video. But the first thing that we're going to do is learn how to put a violin part to a 12-bar blues. And I've sent through to your teachers this sheet here. Now it looks really complicated, so I'm going to explain it to you. First of all, 12 bars is exactly what you see in front of you. I've numbered them all, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to number 12 at the end. Now each bar or each box is 4 beats long, so you'll move your bow 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, or down, up, up. And these little signs here are how we write down and up on music. So that little square there is what we call a down bow, so that's when you move your arm away from you. And the little triangle is what we call an up bow sign, so you'll push your bow up to the ceiling. So each box you'll go down, up, up. So you keep doing that all the way through. I will demonstrate this in a moment. Now, in the box, each box, I've got 3 letters. If you are a piano player or a guitar player or a ukulele player, you can play 3 notes at the same time. And when you do that, we call it a chord. Now, you can't do chords on a violin. So what you're going to have to do is pick one note from a group that we call the chord. So in the first box, your choices are C, E and G. If you were to play those all together, you'd have something called a C chord. But which one would you choose? Would you choose the C, or would you choose the E, or would you choose the G? You could do an E string, or you could do a low E. Doesn't matter, your choice. You've got a choice of 3 notes, but whichever one you choose, you play it down, up, down, up. And if you look, the first 4 bars are exactly the same. So let's say I decide to choose C as my note. I would take my violin, and there are 4 bars, and each bar is down, up, down, up. So I'll find my C, and I go down, up, down, up. The second bar is the same. The third bar is the same. The fourth bar is the same. Okay, so that's the first thing. You choose your note from each chord. Now I kept it C all the way through. I suppose if you wanted to be really clever, you could change your note in each box. You've got to remember which one you change to though. Now if you have a look at bar 5 or box 5, we've got a different set of notes, a different chord. And again, if you're a piano player, you just change the chord. But as we're not, we're violinists, we've got to choose one note from the chord. Now look, the C appears again. The C is the same in both this chord and this chord. But I don't know, I mean, we've got an F here. We know how to do F. You could squash your second finger up, or you could be nice and easy, you could just play an open A. I've got 2 boxes the same. So what I would do would be to take my violin, I'm going to choose the F, and I'm going to play that for both boxes. F, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, 3, 4. And you carry on doing that all the way through each box. So the next 2 boxes, look, they're the same as the first 2. You can choose the same note, or you could be brave and you could choose a different one. There's a new chord here. You've got the notes to choose from: G, B, or D. This is what we call a G chord. You have to choose one of those. Again, you could keep life easy and have an open G string or an open D string, or you could go for your first finger and have a B. Or if you know a different way of playing a B, you could try that one as well. So there are lots of different choices that you have to make. Now I've made my choices, and in the next clip I'm going to show you how I play my 12-bar blues. I'll be choosing my notes from my sheet, and I'm going to play it along with the backing track so you can see how it's all going to fit together. Okay? Take a listen, and if you've got the sheet in front of you, did I say that I'd sent it through to your teachers? I can't remember. I've sent it through to your teachers, so they could either print one off or email it through to you if you're still at home, so that you have got this sheet in front of you to follow as I play. See if you can work out which note I'm on maybe in each box. Look for the changes of bow each box, and have a listen to how it fits in with the backing track that I've created. I'll do it again. Different set of notes. Just choosing one from the box. I'm going to start again. Second box. What shall I have? So it comes 3 times through. Now, I have actually sent this backing track to your schools, to your teachers. So it could be that they could put that on in the classroom if you're in the classroom. If you aren't in the classroom and you're at home, then you'll have to just keep sort of rewinding and listening to my backing track. So here's what you need to do now. Maybe with a friend if you're in school. Take your sheet, if you've been given it, and decide which note out of each box you're going to play. You could make it really hard and swap each box, or you could make it easy and stay on the same each box. It's entirely up to you. But you have got to then practice swapping notes. You will soon work out if you've chosen something that's too hard. You might find if you've chosen to do a C here and you've chosen to do an F here, you might find that quite tricky. It's up to you. You can change it. Maybe you could put a circle around each note as you choose it. But in any case, you need to stop the video here and you need to start deciding what your violin piece is going to play like. And hopefully I've made it clear. So you choose your note out of the 3 in the box and you play it 4 times, and then you move through the boxes all the way through to the end. It's going to take you a while. Okay, so don't rush it, take your time, and then the next clip, after you've done lots of practice, I'm going to show you how we're going to put the words with our song. Do you remember me saying that the words were about hardship and hard times and sad times and worries? Well, your song is going to be about lockdown. It's going to be your lockdown blues. And here is how you're going to create it. I have also sent a sheet like this through to your teachers. I've been very busy. Here you can put your name. Here you can give your song a title, and here you need to choose 2 words which rhyme, and here's why. A 12-bar blues piece of music consists of 3 lines of words. The first 2 lines are exactly the same. The third line is different, and we're going to start each of the first 2 lines with I woke up this morning, and then you've got to think of something to finish it. And the second line, I woke up this morning, and you're going to write exactly the same again. Now the lines, instead of dots at the end, are your places to put your words which rhyme. And then the third line here is completely different, and there are 2 lines to write your words. But the last word has to rhyme with the words that you put there. Sounds complicated, doesn't it? But what I'm going to show you in the next clip is a lockdown song that I've made up that I'd like to sing to you, and you'll hear how it fits with the backing track that I've made, which your schools have got. Okay, so don't do anything yet. Have a listen to me and my ideas in the next clip. Here's my little song. Always starts with I woke up this morning. I woke up this morning, I got nothing to do. I woke up this morning. to do. All I want to do is come back to school to see all of you. I'll do it again. I woke up this morning, I got nothing to do. I woke up this morning, I got nothing to do. All I wanna do is come back to school to see all of you. So do you get the idea? The first two lines are the same. My rhyming words were do and you. All I want to do is come back to school and see all of you. So the third line's a little bit longer. So you need to decide on your two rhyming words, and you need to decide on what part of lockdown has really upset you or got on your nerves that you want to sing about and tell everybody. And then when you've done that, we'll talk about how we're going to create a piece of music in the next clip. It's quite a challenge that I've set you, because not only are you inventing your own violin tune, but you're also inventing your words as well. So it might be something that you don't get finished in today's lesson, and we can either carry it on next week, or you could do some homework on it maybe. I'm going to now do a performance. I'm going to play, and then I'll sing, and then I'll play, and you'll see how it all fits together. And this is the sort of thing that I'd like to see you doing very soon. So here is the beginning of my 12-bar blues lockdown song. Morning, I got nothing to do. I woke up this morning, I got nothing to do. All I wanna do is come back to school and see all of you. So do you think that's something that you can do? I'll just turn my music off to stop the next track playing while I'm talking. Because I won't know, will I? I won't know how you've got on. Unless somehow you could record or video what you've done and get them sent across to me. Maybe you could ask your teachers to help. I'd love to see how you're getting on. Doesn't matter if it's not this week, because we could still do some more work on it next week. But that is the challenge that we're going to work on right now. So whatever's left of the lesson, you can begin working on your words. You can begin working on your tunes. You've got 3 sheets that your teachers should have sent you. Do I mean 3 or is it? No, it's 2. It's 2, isn't it? It's this one and it's this one. And there's also the backing track that I've sent through as well. So I'm hoping that you're going to have lots of fun, and very soon I might be able to see exactly the sort of results that you're getting. Enjoy yourself, keep practicing, and I'll see you all very soon.